Mamma, quel vino è generoso e certo oggi troppi bicchieri ne ho tracannati. Vado fuori all'aperto, ma prima voglio che mi benedite come quel giorno che partì soldato. E poi, mamma, sentite, se io non tornassi, se io non tornassi, voi dovrete fare da madre a sangue, che m'ha suggerito il vino per me, pregate Dio per me, pregate Dio un bacio, mamma, un altro bacio, addio, se io non tornassi, fate da madre a santa un bacio, mamma, addio.
Based on my understanding of the clock theory of breath distribution, I categorize Gianni Poggi as a 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock tenor. In my opinion, this reflects his reliance on specific resonant zones and breath support areas in singing. Here's how I perceive his vocal characteristics. 1. Breath distribution features. 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, oral cavity to head cavity. I feel Poggi's voice primarily focuses on the oral, nasal, and head cavities. This distribution gives his voice a bright, clear, and penetrating quality. To me, his high notes are well-centered with a luminous tone, which seems closely tied to his effective use of head and nasal resonance. 5 o'clock, below the posterior diaphragm and lower back. In my observation, Poggi relies on the sound power zone below the posterior diaphragm, which adds dynamic energy and power to his singing. This reliance helps maintain stability and support, particularly in his mid to low range. Breath support. 6 o'clock, breath foundation area. I think Poggi's breath support does not fully stem from the deep abdominal foundation, breath foundation area. Instead, I sense that his breath control relies more on the posterior diaphragm. While his approach ensures smooth vocal delivery, I feel his abdominal strength is not as pronounced as singers who I classify as 6 o'clock types like Mario Delmonico. 3. Resonance and timbre. I believe Poggi's voice is characterized by its brightness and fluidity, dominated by oral and nasal resonance. To me, this gives his timbre a sweet and typically Italian quality. However, I find that his tone lacks the thickness and depth that deeper resonance zones like the chest and abdominal cavities provide. This is especially noticeable in dramatic passages requiring more vocal weight. For singing technique, I perceive Poggi's singing as emphasizing tonal beauty and elegance of line, which aligns with my classification of him as a 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock tenor. In my view, he excels in roles with strong lyrical demands. Tone and technique shine best. 5. Summary. In my opinion, Gianni Poggi, as a 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock tenor, excels in producing a bright timbre and high range. However, I feel his singing is somewhat limited by less reliance on chest and abdominal resonance as well as overall breath support. From my perspective, these characteristics make him particularly suited for Italian lyrical arias, though I believe he lacks the vocal weight and depth needed for more dramatic roles.